Hi, this is Geraldine. I am here to explain to you how to use the new updated Lightspeed classroom monitoring system. We used this last year called Classroom Orchestrator, and Lightspeed has changed the format a bit. So when you go into Lightspeed the same way that you did last year, now you're going to go into the orange box that says Classroom. When you click Classroom, it's going to take you to a screen that will give you a prompt to check on all of your classes. So again, this only works with classes that you have hooked into a Google Classroom. So if you go to the left-hand side, this is your own little dashboard, and you go to the upper left and you click the down arrow, what will come up are all your different Google Classrooms. What you're going to notice is that many of them are doubled. We're trying to get that fixed right now. One of them is a live classroom and one of them will show as empty. My suggestion is that you go and find the classroom that you're looking for. I always, for some reason, try the second one. So I'm going to go into this classroom. It's called Navigating Literacy in a Digital World, but I'm going to click the second option. Again, I don't know why it's there. We're trying to fix it, so hopefully we'll only have one choice in there very soon. But I'm going to click this Google Classroom. So think of it as you might have a period 1 or period 2 class. My Google Classrooms have names of PDs that I'm doing. So I'm going to click that classroom. And what'll come up is this prompt that says it wants you to configure the schedule. And this is the part that's gotten really confusing with a lot of people. Click the orange Configure Schedule button, and it'll take you to this screen. When you get to this screen under Type, there's a down arrow next to the word Custom. Everybody has the assumption that you should make a custom schedule to this. You're not going to do that. Instead, what you're going to do is click Ad Hoc, which is in beta right now, but it works just great. They're giving us a session duration of 50 minutes, and what you're going to do is leave it just like that and click Start. You do not need to add students, which is this area here on the bottom. Remember, that's done through your Google Classroom. So I'm going to click the Start button, give it a second, and it will configure into my classroom. Okay, and it's popped up right now, and what you're going to see is there are two view options. So again, this is a Google Classroom that actually has teachers in it. That's why you're seeing teachers' names up here. So they're the students in my classroom. If they're grayed out students, it's probably because they're not online at this point, or it's because they need to restart their computer and give it an update. So if you have kids that aren't showing up on your list and you know they're in front of you with their Chromebook on, ask them to shut down and restart. They probably need to push an update. If I'm going through my list and I want to see which students, maybe there's a student I want to check on, I'm going to go down and find that student and click on that student's name. When I do that, a menu will come up on the right-hand side. When I get to this menu, it's going to, right now it's showing me that the screen is unavailable, but typically if the person is in front of me, I can see that person's screen in real time. Last year, the way Classroom Orchestrator worked is you couldn't see it in real time. It was really just like 5 to 10 second snapshots. This is real time. You can actually see them moving the mouse and you can see them typing, which is great. The options over here on the right, again, are sharing your screen. You can lock the screen. You can unlock the screen. And then there's this option now that I can record that student's screen. Underneath that, it gives me all the sites that that student is in at the time. So this person has 5 tabs open. I can see all 5 of the tabs that are open now. If I want to shut that person out of a tab, I simply go to the end and close the tab just like we did before. If you want to send that student a message, you click Send Message and ask these questions. It'll pop right up on their screen and they could respond back to you. Now, a lot of you really like the option of being able to see all of the screens at once. If you go, this is in list form, but if you go here, this is called the heat map. If I click the heat map, what'll happen is all of my students will pop up and they will pop up as circles. Now, with a heat map, what'll happen if the students are in your class is they'll all be a light yellow. If a student has a lot of tabs open, okay, here's a good example. If a student has a lot of tabs open, like Kate here, then it will tell me down here on my heat map that she has a lot of tabs open, okay, because it's orange. And I might want to check on her. So I can open it up and it'll pop up on the side and tell me exactly what she's looking at. I can't get into her stuff, but I can see the tabs that are open. If they're empty, again, that probably means they're not online at the time. And if they're a light yellow, what that means is they only have a few tabs open at the time. Now, if I want to see all screens, down here it says show all screens. If I hit that and pop it open, it'll show me all screens in real time. What can happen though is we have a lot of people showing those. As I said earlier, it's a live stream. That live stream, because it's in real time, can slow things down quite a bit. So if you want to do that, you can, but often it's much better to just leave it on that heat map that's here, or click it over to the list view and you can see right off the bat what everybody's in. I can just look at the most viewed and I can look at what they're currently browsing, which is a nice, easy way to really check and see how everybody's doing. So this is just a very quick synopsis of how to get in. I'm sending along a how-to guide, kind of a startup sheet. And along with that startup sheet, I am also going to be sending along a URL to a very quick website that can give you some additional help. So let me know if you have any questions or need any help, and I can stop in and help you with it. Thanks.